Good day, everybody. This is Charleston City Councilman Jim McBride giving you an update on what we covered at my last town hall on August 28th at Sunrise Bistro. This is my fourth in my series of summer town halls, fourth and last for the summer. Had one at the end of May, end of June, end of July, end of August, covering different topics. This is about an hour and a half town hall with CCSD representatives, Charleston County Sheriff Department, City Police Department, um, all and County Councilman Joe Boykin and State Representative Spencer Wetmore all having a part in the presentation, and going to condense an hour and a half into 10 or 15 minutes, so it'll go quick, but just want to try to get everybody who could not attend some overview. Covering this town hall overall is talking about the impacts to traffic and safety from the new Johns Allen Elementary School that opened on August 12th on Upper River Road. When I say Upper River Road, I just mean north of Maybank Highway, Lower River Road, south of Maybank Highway. What the city is doing to address traffic calming measures in the neighborhoods behind the school, what the city has done to adjust the traffic light timing at the corner of Maybank and River, what CCSD and SCDOT, CCSD is Charleston County School District, SCDOT is South Carolina Department of Transportation, has done to improve the safety of River Road beyond just the traffic circle and turn lanes, what the county has planned with the help of our state representatives for an eventual roundabout on Brownswood and River Road, and what we all can do to help with school bus stop safety in the neighborhoods off of Maybank Highway and Main Road that are increasingly dangerous, in my opinion, because of the traffic cutting through those neighborhoods. So I'm going to go fast. So here we go. So that's a great overview picture of the school and the roundabout. Headed at the Sunrise Bistro. It's a staple of Johns Island community, corner of Main and Maybank and Bohicket. We got two other locations, one in Mount Pleasant, one in Somerville, and they've hosted at least 3 or 4 of my town halls. I've been really supportive. So this is where the school is. In the orange is the city portion of District 3. There's the Stonewall River. So everything this way is Johns Island. Everything that way is James Island. And if there's no color, that means it's unincorporated in the county. But County Councilman Joe Boykin District 8 overlaps this portion of where the school is. That's another map, another view. All the red lines are South Carolina Department of Transportation owned roads. So if you didn't know, Murraywood, Brownswood, River Road, Maybank Highway, Plow Ground, Bohicket are all state-owned roads, and many more roads, as you can see there. There's a school again, right there. Zoom in. There's River Road. There's Maybank Highway. Zoom in again. River Road, Brownswood Road, and Murraywood Road. So there's been turn lanes added on Brownswood and River Road intersection up here, and of course a roundabout right in front of the school. So why am I saying what's the traffic impact of traffic on the intersection of River Road and Maybank Highway? Well, the reason for that is because that is a crucial and overwhelmed intersection in the city of Charleston. This is a Berkeley, Charleston, Dorchester Council of Government presentation that the head of that organization gave to Charleston County Council on June 24th. This is just a couple slides from it. So this compares 2019 level of service. That in parentheses here is level of service. It's how nationally they rate a road's capacity. 2019 versus 2045. I'm just going to focus on really quick here what level of service is. You can see it's like a report card. A is great. F is failure, basically. Forced or breakdown flow. Severe congestion. So just looking at 2019, just 6 years ago, at this presentation, BCD-COG briefed Charleston County Council. They had to come up with another category worse than F, which is not standard, but just to show a distinction between how bad traffic is in certain portions of Charleston County. This is Johns Island here, or Stonewall River, and everything southwest is Johns Island. And as you can see there, the magenta F minus is what I call it, worse than failing, has been that way since on Maybank and River intersections since at least 2019 and getting worse every year. There's good news though, because Charleston County and SCDOT and the city are working on getting that resolved in the next couple years. So I have a traffic data analysis system that has been in place for about 15 or so months, almost a year and a half, I think, looking at 4 routes through that intersection, starting at point A on Brownswood to point B is one route, point C to point B from the Johns Island Airport to the Stone River Bridge is another route, and then D to B, which is the library, to the Stone River Bridge. 3 different routes going towards James Island that are all around 7 minutes with no traffic. Been analyzing it for the last year and a half. And this is an updated version. I have a couple videos on this traffic data analysis system you can find in my YouTube channel. This is a revamped and improved version, which we're working on, and I'll do a video on this soon. Just showing you the different routes, breaks it down by day, so every day is different, of course. Color coded based on intensity. And what it shows that from all 3 of those directions, the traffic's a little bit worse, about 30 seconds, 0.6 minutes, for example, from River Road going south to and then east on Maybank. This is from 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. in all these slides up in the top right corner. That's the rush hour in the morning. So 0.6 minutes or about a little over 30 seconds. Here's going north from the airport to Maybank east. That's the worst. A 4-minute increase in time. And there's more factors than just where the school's located. There's also a population increase every year, about 600 people on average in the city portion of Johns Island. There's traffic light timing, which I'll address here in a minute. And the one area that actually time got better or less was going west to east on Maybank from the Johns Island Library to the bridge during rush hour actually went down about 30 seconds, 0.48 minutes. So that's the one direction that it improved. And that's good because that's the worst direction to come from. That's where the traffic gets backed up the most. Okay, so second topic was what are we doing to help the neighborhoods behind the school that connect from Claybrook Street and Moonbeam Road for traffic calming measures. And there's a process, and we talked about it, and I've been talking to those neighborhoods for several months now and talked about it at City Council, trying to help them get set up for success. But there's River Road here. There's a traffic circle. There's Claybrook Street that goes into one way to access the school, and then Moonbeam Drive is the other way to access the school. The Moonbeam neighborhood has sidewalks. The Claybrook neighborhood does not have sidewalks, so that's an extra consideration for safety concerns that we're with CCSD are trying to mitigate. This is the traffic calming program the city has, and again, the HOA members of those neighborhoods know this. They've applied using this, but I'm using this to explain to everybody else. If you have traffic calming concerns in your neighborhood, this is the website down here in the bottom to go to fill out the form and go through the process, which is summarized here. And there's the process. I won't read it. You can read it on your own later on. Next topic was what the city has done to adjust the traffic light timing in the corner of Maybank and River Road to accommodate the new traffic flows. This is a statement I got from the city's traffic and transportation division or department. Just a portion of the statement. You can read through that. The good news is that City Council approved implementation of smart technology to be implemented on Maybank Highway. That'll be implemented over the following several months. And once it's fully installed and assessed, I will give a report on that and how much that is impacting and hopefully helping traffic on Maybank and Folly Road. mentioned that this road is just overwhelmed. It's at a failure rate, basically, that intersection. Um, and so it's very difficult to balance the traffic flow because if you speed it up in one direction, allow the light to be green longer in one direction, it backs it up in the other direction. And they are analyzing it all the time. The intersection of Maybank Highway and River Road has been evaluated and adjusted more than any other traffic signal in the city of Charleston over the last several years. And that's because traffic is that bad. Future widening of Maybank Highway will obviously dramatically improve, and that's Joe Boykin was there to talk about that, and hopefully we'll get some funding from the county, about $8 million to start that process. Okay, so what CCSD and SCDOT has done to improve the safety of River Road beyond just the traffic circle and turn lanes. Traffic circles do improve safety. Statistically, it shows there's less accidents in traffic circles. One reason is because cars have to slow down to get into them and to pull out of them. The good news about them is that you don't have to stop at an intersection. So far, the traffic circle in front of the school has done very well. So these are some pictures from CCSD showing the stormwater ditches, as most of us know, are along River Road or were along River Road and are very dangerous. Still are stormwater ditches in some portions, but they added 2,158 feet of storm drain piping in the blue areas here. That's a traffic circle as the context, as the frame of reference. And what the piping does, so those big ditches obviously are to allow for stormwater to flow. So they put pipes in there to let the stormwater go through the piping, which allows them to put shoulders over the piping to increase the safety of that portion of River Road. So they did 2,000, and thanks to Representative James Teeple and Mayor Cogswell for asking for help with that, which the SCDOT and CCSD responded to very well. And let's see, Brownsburg intersection, some more, another 1,000 feet of stormwater piping. So about over 3,000 feet total of improved shoulders, as you can see there. Still more considerations to look at. We're looking at the ideas of guardrails, sorry, on the sides, if we can possibly do that, and more ditch improvements to prevent people from crashing into those ditches, falling into those ditches. So what the county has done with the help of our state representatives for an eventual roundabout on Brownswood and River Road. So State Representative Spencer Wetmore and Leon Stavronakis helped get about $5 million, I think it is, $4 or $5 million towards an eventual roundabout on Brownswood and River Road. So there's the roundabout in front of the school. And so there'll be another roundabout in 2 or 3 years. Again, County Councilman Joe Boykin is looking to get the funding for that from the Charleston County soon to go towards that project so it could be bid out and started the next few months, hopefully. Again, along with the extra lane on Maybank from River Road to the Stonewall River Bridge. So that'll also improve safety. And then we talked. This is a topic that I've been wrestling with the Charleston Police Department and the Sheriff's Department and CCSD and Police Department, Sheriff's Department all talked and brainstormed a little bit at the meeting, and we're just starting the conversation on how we can improve bus stop safety at the bus stops around the neighborhoods around Johns Island and James Island, because cars are cutting through. If they get backed up on Maybank Highway, for example, they get frustrated and try to cut through a neighborhood to save some time, and they cut through neighborhoods that aren't designed for that increase in traffic. So we're looking at ways to, maybe with some volunteer help or with changing patrol routes, things like that. We're in the early stages right now, going to come up with a plan, but I just wanted to start that discussion at this town hall. There's a map. You can go to this website up here, and you can look at you can zoom in and click on all the different bus stop routes. You can see what school it services all around city of Charleston and Charleston County. All right, so that's a summary of the town hall. I also talked about on October 4th, we're organizing with a constituent on Johns Island a cleanup of the city park. So coming out on October 4th, please sign up at that registration so they bring enough trash bags and rakes and that kind of stuff to help with the cleanup on October 4th. And that's the city park near the corner of Main and Maybank. That's my website, mcbridecitycouncil.com. You can go there, sign up for my social media. You scroll down on the website and you see this pineapple. Click on the pineapple that takes you to all the city services, the citizen service desk. That's how you make requests for things, for improvements, and it'll email you a reference number, which is important to have to follow up with. And it helps me follow up with as well. If you keep that reference number. I got a link for SCDOT road pothole improvements. I got a link for traffic calming measures, which I talked about in the video earlier. There's the website. And I have a link to sign up for public comments at Charleston City Council, which are on every other Tuesday. There's my social media, Facebook, Instagram, X, and YouTube. Please consider following me on all of those because I put out as much helpful information as I possibly can. And yes, I share it to other social media sites on Facebook, for example. But if you want to get it first from me, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and YouTube. I make a lot of videos like this on YouTube. You can go and look at. I also have a newsletter you can sign up for right there. There's examples. One example of a three-part series of YouTube videos I made that talks about all of our local government from city to county to state, overlapping Johns and James Island, and the road issues and traffic issues and growth issues. So please check that out. And if you like it, share it, thumbs up it, all that stuff. All right, that's it. Thanks everybody for your time. Please share this with those who are interested to know what we talked about in that town hall. And I appreciate your support and look forward to any of your inputs and questions. Thank you very much. God bless.